I'm gonna do is now is the tricky part. I'm gonna grab the hose and I'm gonna slowly just get a tiny bit of water in here. Now, you'll see I have an extra bag of aragonite here. This extra bag is for when inevitably something comes up through the substrate. But as I fill it, I'll see where the errors are. And this is actually the larger grade. Oh, is this, no, this is a little, that's a little larger grade. Not ideal, but whatever. I'll use this as my patch. So I'm keeping this standby. So you always want to have a spare bag of stuff around. If you're doing this at home in your aquarium, the part that I'm about to do is the part where most people get it wrong and mess it up. So what you want to do is you want to have 1 inch of soil and you want to have 1 inch of substrate or more on top. And you really, really, really want to make sure that cap is keeping everything down. And even if you fill it and drain it, it might get cloudy. And if you fill it and drain it repeatedly and it doesn't get clean, that means something is disrupted and there's soil coming up into your water column making a mess. You want to trap that down there. So if you do a drain and fill a few times and it's not getting cleaner, you have a leak in your cap somewhere. Somewhere the soil is getting up through the substrate. So having spare gravel around is key. Doing it right up front. In fact, as I talk about it, I'm looking over and I'm seeing spots like this where I can blatantly see the stuff coming up. So I got to cover all that up because as soon as I add water to this. Now, when you add the water, you do not want to rush it. You want to fill it super, super slow. What I'm going to do is take an empty bag and put it in there. And as I slowly fill it, watch for stuff. But put the hose in the bag, and that will keep the water from like disrupting the cap. And this is looking pretty solid. I'm gonna hop out of here and add some water. This is the part where you can mess it up. If I were to drop this in the substrate right now, see how the water is like spraying everything out in the way? It would make a huge mess. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna put it in here, and then set it in here, and let it slowly leak out of there. Now I didn't rinse the bag out, so it's gonna leave a little bit. See how it's just slowly falling out? That's about primo, and I'm actually gonna run this in the center here, so that, you gotta watch just how it can barely be running out of there. See how it's coming through the cap there? It's a little scary. If you can get like a couple holes in it, which is what I'm gonna do here, let it kind of come out the back. You could lay a plate down, you could lay a towel down. Now we're just gonna watch this. And all we wanna do is we wanna get enough to where it's just slightly covered, and then we'll plant, and then we'll fill up, and then we'll drain, and then we'll do it again. So we're gonna let this run just a tiny bit. See, the stuff is floating. So that's inevitable, it's gonna happen. But you wanna minimize that with as much of a cap on top.